Hey guys, I'm Leo, and for today's video, I'd like to show you how to make Japanese yam paste, which is called Yamaimo-an. It is often used as a main ingredient of the dough to make these kind of Japanese sweets called Nerikiri. If you like to master the art of making Japanese sweets like this, then I invite you to join me today. This is a wonderful recipe to learn because the Yamaimo-an is very tasty and healthy. Also, from what I know, even many Japanese people don't know how to cook this recipe. Today's video will be very quick and the recipe is super easy, so please give it a try. Okay, let's get started. First of all, please prepare these ingredients. Tsukune yam and mountain yam are usually used to make nerikiri dough, but it's very difficult for people who live outside of Japan to get them as far as I know. So today, I'm gonna use a Chinese yam, which is usually called Nagaimo. This yam substitute can easily be purchased at any Japanese and most Asian markets. The main difference between them is that mountain yam is stickier, has more flavorful, and contains less water, while the Nagaimo is kind of watery, which means that it takes a little longer to remove the water from it. Although tsukune yam and mountain yam are the most suitable for making nerikiri dough, I think Nagaimo yam paste is quite tasty as well. Peel the Nagaimo with a spoon so that you can prevent removing the flesh of the yam with its skin. But if it is difficult, you can also use a peeler. Please be careful with your fingers as it is slippery. Next, cut the Nagaimo into round slices to a thickness of about 1/3 inches. Place the sliced yam in a steamer and steam for 10 to 15 minutes until it gets soft in the middle of the slices. The steamed Nagaimo looks like this. Please make sure the inside is cooked well by checking it with a thin skewer, toothpick or fork. The hotter it is, the softer it is. So strain it before it cools down. I used a 30 mesh strainer. The strained Nagaimo yam weighs about 7.8 ounces or 220 grams. Mix this with 30% sugar, which is about 2.3 ounces or 65 grams of sugar. Heat up slowly to dissolve the sugar and evaporate the water out of the Nagaimo yam paste. If you don't remove enough water out of it, the nerikiri dough will become watery and you cannot make beautiful art with the sweets. So do not rush and let the water evaporate well. The finished paste looks like this. The heating and evaporating process are done once the paste doesn't stick to your fingers. It's still soft now, but it hardens when it cools. Strain with a 30 to 60 mesh strainer while it's hot to remove clumps and make it smooth. This paste can be stored frozen. It is important to wrap it in plastic tightly to keep out any air. It is more convenient to use the paste by dividing it into small portions at about 2 ounces each. Then, it is easier to use as much paste as you want anytime by defrosting them. These are the 4 points of making Yamaimo-an today. First, strain while hot. Second, strain twice to make Yamaimo-an smooth. Third, remove water until the Yamaimo-an doesn't stick to your fingers. Fourth, divide into small portions and wrap in plastic to keep air out. As usual, let me share more info about today's recipe. Yamaimo means Japanese yam and an usually means paste. Then, stuffing paste for Japanese sweets like Daifuku are called Shiro-an, Koshian, Tsubu-an, and so on. Most of the paste are made from beans, potatoes, and squash. Adzuki beans and white kidney beans are quite commonly used for Japanese confection. And I do say that only Japanese yam is the yam that can be used for Japanese nerikiri dough, because the nerikiri dough becomes a nice white colored dough by mixing shiro-wan with Yamaimo-an. And the white colored dough is essential to make various kinds of artwork to express the seasons and certain plants. But technically, you can use sweet potato, kabocha squash, potato, and a few others. Please try making your own special an. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning Japanese culture with a focus on cooking. I'm gonna upload more videos about once a week, not only about cooking, but also tea ceremony and the other Japanese cultural tradition and lifestyle. So please look forward to it. Send a comment if you'd like to see or learn more about specific subjects. Okay, and then if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, see you again soon. Bye!